All right, so Civ draft for this one here, and let me check the home maps real quick. Jarv picked Dry Lake. Lawdogsux picked Mott and Bailey as the home maps. Here is the civilization draft for this one. We have Lawdogsux with Britons. Mayans he picked, which were sniped. Mongols, Ethiopians, and Saracens. Berbers were his ban. And Jarv actually banned Turks for whatever reason. And then has Persians, Magyars, Japanese, Aztecs, which were sniped, and Vietnamese available. Just by looking at this draft, I think that Lawdogsux has the better one, but I mean, very heavy on the archer civs, so
Yeah, I don't know that I'd go that far. I mean, I think both are pretty good. I mean, it's going to depend what civ, what map, but I mean, I don't see a bad civ in here for either player.
yeah, I just think with Mongols here for Lawdog, and then the maps being, what did I say, Dry Lake and Mott and Bailey, I feel like Saracens, Ethiopians, gonna be great on both maps. Mongols, obviously, I would expect for either Mott or Bailey and or Battlegrounds, and then Britons are just great too. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too much, but nonetheless, we're gonna load into game number 1 here in just a second, and this time I will make sure I load into the right game because I've been messing that up today. But super quick set here for the first one. I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
Got my first map change note that I've made in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
So, I think the terrains need to be switched from the slope to the battleground base down here. It'll look better. If we
Fair
got a
enough.
we got a nice desert generation.
Lovely. All right, game 1. Let me get to 5 seconds here. All right, I'm ready when you are, Hitch.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, game 1 between Jarv and Lawdogsux here, and
What are you expecting these civs?
Britons, Persians. I was kind of expecting it to be Magyars for Lawdog. Britons, I honestly think could be fine here. I think math archers could be proven to be so well, and unfortunate for them though, Persians gonna have good knights against those archers. Team bonus is +2 attack against archers.
Exorcist, I haven't changed the maps in a long time, and I'm not changing them now. I'm just saying at some point I'm going to switch the terrains here because it'll look better. Don't freak out on me.
I like the terrain on this one actually, so I wouldn't think we need to change it. But your map, your idea, go for it. Nonetheless, Persians here definitely looking to be a great civ against Britons, but I don't know. I feel like early game, obviously there's not any knights to have that bonus against, and if we're aggressive here, if Lawdog uses Britons early and aggressively with archers, I could definitely do some damage early. Was not expecting this though. I feel like Mongols was going to be the pick here. We'd see something else on Mott and Bailey, but we'll see what happens. Britons have a 0% win rate on this map. I don't think we've seen Persians picked on this map either, so...
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a good amount of Persians in the tournament, but we've mainly seen them on one map, so...
Yep. And how many times have we seen that map and the douches come in? I mean, I feel like every single time we saw Persians, that was the case.
Yeah, it may have been.
Alright, so Lawdog is going to go out here. He has a very nice pack of ostrich here that will be very close to his base. 8 of them, in fact. He's going to try to take advantage of that. He's also pushing his ostrich at home, so would expect to be a very interesting build for him. Britons also do get a nice bonus on these herdables, so going to be getting those in faster, which could be quite beneficial to Britons over Persians.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this one plays out. Definitely a fight we haven't seen before.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel like this whole 1650 bracket's been. We've seen a lot of interesting matchups, a lot of picks that you or I might not have thought of since we did the other two brackets and haven't seen as many civs. It's going to be very interesting, though.
Yay.
Oh, and we do have 10 gold being taken right now for Lawdog, so he will be going into a drush, it looks like.
Yeah, we've not seen drush or men-at-arms on this map in a long time.
Yeah, and I don't think we've seen it performed quite that well either. I mean, there has been some idle time. I don't think it's really been too much. So, walls already started up here in the south for Lawdog, and he's going to try to wall up a massive section of the map here for himself. Jarv is also forward, and he's going to be taking an elephant in with his scout, so his scout will be on lower HP at the moment. This is quite awkward. There's no villagers under this town center. Jarv brought a scout in. Has to bring all the vills in from the ostrich.
Oh no. That's awkward as hell.
Yeah, it's a very weird position there. I mean, he does get it in. It was successful, but whew, I was worried about it for him for a minute. These massive walls for Lawdog, do you feel like they're too much?
Ooh. I mean, if they go up, it's fine. The problem with a wall like this is if it doesn't go up.
Oh no,
right?
Lawdog gonna kill an elephant way away from the town center.
I couldn't get Jarv's elo because it gave me a Jarvin player, but 1500 for Lawdog, so it's really surprising to see that elephant there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a rough one for sure, but he has enough vills on there. He will be able to get most of that back in. Shouldn't be much of an issue. And the drush is headed out.
Mr. Laserwolf, do you happen to know roughly the elo of your opponent here?
I think they're relatively close, to be honest.
Boy, this is the fucking... This is the game for awkward lures. Just, whew.
That's for sure. Yeah, sitting just below 1500. Yeah, I thought you two were pretty closely matched.
Here's the drush.
Yeah, drush.
Quick walls in.
Not really doing a whole lot, but this should be Drush FC behind this, I think, because we have a farm coming down, this massive investment into these walls. The Drush is going to be
the wood line, it needs to be secured. Remember, it's downhill. It's downhill on these wood lines, so these villagers will take more damage if he lets it happen.
Yeah, he is going to get the first wood line walled up, but this palisade goes down. Looks like that palisade wasn't needed anyways, but Scout blocking. Really close to the town center, though, so I don't think a single vill will die here.
Yeah, just this amount of idle time, it's a good thing to get out of the drush.
Yeah, I mean, sitting in a fine spot, he didn't really lose any HP on that, so... Exorcist, did we see Exorcist FC on this map? Just curious. I feel like we didn't.
I don't think so.
Manta says we did, but whatever.
No, he didn't.
There's still a hole for Lawdog in the back here behind this lumber camp, so let's hope he realizes that before he heads out. And oh, the drush is here, and the vills are back on the wood line. One vill should go down, no question. Possibly another one if blocking's there. Doesn't look like it's gonna be.
Nope.
But one vill down is huge, and he is housed at the moment. After this vill, I guess.
Yeah. It would have been nice to see him if he was going to go back to the woodline like that. At least wall to the TC, throwing a gate down, and that drush couldn't come in comfortably. But this is just an awesome for Lawdogsux. I mean, experts argues he didn't need the drush, but the drush is definitely getting value, even if it wasn't strictly necessary.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely getting a lot of value out of this, and he is walled now. House did go up back here. I don't believe there's any holes in this. Maybe there is. That was hard to say. Hitch with this terrain, I feel like we've seen a lot of holes.
Yeah, it's meant to be messy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving it. I think we've had a lot of great games on here. Mill paying off for Lawdog and for Jarv, actually. So that's been nice for the food income for both. Both players relatively close to clicking Castle Age. And oh, we have a trap.
I don't think this happens, yeah.
No. It was a nice attempt.
If he had a third Vil already there,
oh, loses a
pulled
Vil
it off.
too. Oh, man.
Oh.
That hurts.
Yeah, so Britons are going to win this.
I don't know. I mean, Jarv is really close too. And he's only 2 Vils down right now. Might not be that far off. We are just now getting the archery ranges down, so it's not like we have a massive number of archers built up just yet.
Yeah, I mean, but Jarv going for wheelbarrow, he's going to be here for a minute.
Yeah, he doesn't really have the food income now either, so he's going to have to definitely get farms down.
Yeah, like he's not taking food in the middle. He barely has any farms. He has 1 ostrich here, but it'll be a little tight for him to try to. He might have a youth market. I mean, he could always buy his way up, I guess. So he should be clicking soon. What do you think of the open play here, though? Not even trying to wall off.
Well, I think I've seen it a lot more in this bracket. I think it's worked out for some when they go forward and have aggression, but Jarv really no aggression, was just reacting, and I feel like he was kind of taking a big risk there. Got punished for it. Might get punished for it even more here. I mean, with Persians, we don't even have a stable up yet. Castle Age is about to hit, and archers are already coming across, so even low numbers of archers could do a lot of damage here.
Low numbers of crossbow, presumably. Yep, first and instantly clicked. So crossbow are going to lay even more pain.
Yeah, and even if we have Persian skirms coming out here, we don't have any upgrades on them, so going to need to invest into those if he's going to try to defend with them. Crossbows are on the gold here. No botkin just yet, but still going to be idle time. All these vills going to have to get off the gold. And both golds right in front of the base here for Jarv, so he will have no gold. It will have to be skirmisher defense.
Armor coming in.
Town center coming up for Lawdog in the middle. As crossbows, no fear of just running across the map. He knows he's done a lot of damage here. He's going to idle tons and tons of eco. Lawdog sitting in a very nice position at the moment. Another archer range coming down. Not something you really want to have to do with Persians.
Yeah, the lack of a stable's unfortunate right now. Even one knight out in the middle could do so much for Jarv right now.
Yep, and crossbows sneaking around back onto the wood line here. Castle Age is about to come in. These skirmishers will be fully upgraded soon, so he should be able to deal with this somewhat, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's got archers spread all around here.
Terrible food eco for Lawdog. He's really committed to this two archer range play right now, because he's made another TC, but he doesn't have enough food income to produce out of 1, let alone 2.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to start adding to that. He's ahead at the moment, but skirmishers are out. They are fully upgraded. They are not elite skirm though. Guess they're not fully upgraded either. We're in Castle Age. But damage has been done for sure here. There's not a whole lot that Lawdog can do with this other than continue to pressure if he doesn't add food eco, which he is starting to add. Looks like he's dropping a few farms here. does have quite a few idle vills. Still has berries at home he could take. Lots of options. But Skirmisher's going to defend for now. Cleaning up a lot of crossbows in the back. Elite Skirm, once that hits, he will be in a good position to defend, but very far behind on villager count right now.
Yeah, and military count, 7 to 18, 7 elite skirmishers will not do it. Granted, Lawdog with this terrible food eco, he hasn't gotten bodkin, he hasn't gotten armor, he hasn't gotten ballistics, so there's going to be a lot of potential for these skirmishers to get value. More than they should, at least, but still terrible. And there's the stable, which is going to get denied for now.
Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest, and like you said, no bodkin in just yet. I mean, that hurts a lot here. Skirmishers will be able to defend from that, no question. Actually, I think the skirms are going to be much better at the moment than you would think. But crossbows are going to get to the wood line. I think he just kills vills and ignores the skirms as much as he can here.
Yeah, I mean, these crossbows will go down, so the micro is helpful. Bodkin's coming in, but he's going to lose most of these numbers before it does. I would like to see Jarv or Lawdog using the hill here a little bit more, but...
That's bad. So many vills just died. This is a GG. It's 22 vills to 40. And it's
yeah, it's
massively outplayed right here, it feels like.
And the stone walls attempting to come down. We'll see if it happens.
Oh god. Stonewalling. You know you're in trouble when you're going to stonewall that.
I mean, that said, though, military numbers are finally in favor of Jarv. He's held off that brutal rave without at least completely dying. But he needs to get another TC up and somehow manage to produce vills. If he doesn't close this gap in the next couple of minutes somehow, I mean, skirms aren't going to kill vills. He's not going to be able to raid with these, so it feels impossible to come back.
Yeah, and skirm's going to be running and trying to hit crossbows all day. But it is Britain crossbow, so he can just keep microing back if he wants to and stay out of range here.
Yeah, not to mention that Britain's has bodkin here and Jarv has not gone for it.
Yeah, I mean, he can't afford it. He hasn't been able to. He's trying to reproduce vills. Stonewall's not coming up in great urgency either. One villager at the moment. Has a ton of idols at the moment as well. There are 7 idols on that farm. And Jarv buying stone?
Yeah, for the stone walls, he did not have the stone he needed for TC.
Yeah, the stone wall's still not up. Doesn't have anything on wood right now. Town center being rushed down, I guess, to defend that side.
This TC should have been between the stone and gold, right?
Yes.
To at least protect something. I mean, it protects the flank, protects the wood line, but yeah, GG comes in. Brutal for Jarv. That's just rough.
Yeah, and I think it's just he played it really greedily and didn't try to wall up, didn't have any military numbers. I mean, that he had the earlier feudal time. He was sitting in a fine position. It wasn't that bad. The drush did do a little bit of damage, but should have been recoverable. And ultimately just fell apart here. Lawdog takes game 1. GG. Alright, so we'll load up the Civ draft here again. We will be going to the home map of Jarv, which is Dry Lake. Map we haven't seen much as of late, I feel like, interestingly enough.
In what world?
Britons with the win, Persians with the loss, and Dry Lake, I mean, any Civ here. I like all the Civs, honestly. Britons no longer have a 0% win rate, that is correct. We've only seen Britons one time previously, and that did not go well for the player who was using them. So, but now it's a 50% win rate, so congratulations.
We actually, I don't think we ever saw a straight-on Archer Civ win on Battlegrounds until this bracket.
That's true. That's accurate. I think we saw someone play Turks and go crossbow, or Indians. It was Indians that went crossbow in the 1400 bracket, and they ended up winning, but they obviously transitioned to camels. So Dry Lake coming in, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm at 5 when you're ready, Edge.
I am extra ready.
3, 2, 1, go. So, Lawdog here with Mongols. Civilization that we've seen a lot. As far as bans goes, we've only seen them in a few games here. I've actually seen them lose some really interesting ones as well. But we do have Jarv here with Magyars. So, Mongols versus Magyars here. Both civs fairly similar as far as it goes, but Cav Archers early will be in the favor of Mongols. If we see Cav Archers for Magyars, they're obviously going to be better in the late game. They get recurve bow. But when you come down and break it down to siege and everything all together, can't help but think Mongols have the advantage here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about hypotheticals, the late game thing, you know, it's fun to see two civs with a anti-siege unique unit on the field.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I love the Magyars. I think they're a great civ. Would love to see more of them. But Mongols here just feel better. You do start with 3 boars here as well. You also will rely on a lot of hunt here for your income, which makes Mongols an even better civ on this map. As far as bonuses for Magyars, what do we have? Vils kill wolves or hostile animals. That's just about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, do they have an eco bonus?
No eco bonus whatsoever. Early scout work could be beneficial for him, obviously, getting that additional attack here. Jarv does have a much more favorable position as far as the boars are, though. They are all in one screen here, as well as his deer, and there's even deer on the hill here that are quite close as well.
Right.
We have seen a lot of drushes pay off here, though. And both civs could go that route. Will be an interesting one for sure, though. I'm looking forward to seeing if anyone goes for something we don't usually expect. I mean, Magyars could go archers. Archers have been really nice on this map. Obviously, with the small wood lines and exposed areas, it's very difficult to wall up and be extremely safe on this map. Especially, you know, you can't wall on this terrain around the center of the lake here, so that makes things a little bit more difficult as well. Lawdog having some issues getting that boar under the TC yet again, but will be a lot closer than the elephant in the previous game, so that's nice.
And we'll take what we can get at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Mongols, with the hunt bonus, he's going to be on to the deer now with a few vills as well. Would expect him to be up a little bit quicker here.
Yeah, interesting. Lawdog actually missed 2 of his sheep, so hopefully that works out for him.
Yeah, I think with the Mongol bonus, though, I don't think he's too worried about it. He's already taken all of his boar. He's already on his way up, and he's shifting on to hunt exclusively at the moment, except for a few vills under the town center. No barracks just yet, though, for either player, so Will be no drush here. Jarv just now taking his last boar. He's also on hunt. Idle TC sign though. 0 seconds for Lawdog. Beautiful thing to see. And it's been 45 seconds for Magyars, unfortunately. So Jarv, a bit more idle time.
It's coming up for Lawdogsux here.
Say what's coming up for him?
Barracks.
Ah, barracks. Yes, barracks is coming up. Would expect to see. What I think he'll do is go scouts. He's not on gold. Massive food income here. Has a lot on wood, so. And interestingly, Jarv has shifted on to gold rather early, so maybe he's thinking about going archers here?
Perhaps he is. Not that unusual for Magyars, right?
Yeah, I mean, he will have scouts coming his way as the stable is being rushed up with 2 vills here for Lawdog. Barracks not up yet, though, and he's not up in the next age, so could be a few spears on the field around the same time as the scouts should come forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be... Yeah, we'll see. Scouts and blacksmiths, but, you know, also he's gone out to this outside wood line. He's just making himself more exposed.
Yeah, I don't like that play at all. I mean, it makes sense if you're going out in Castle Age and you put a TC out here, but I don't like it. Scout is headed forward, and we have... Oh, it's going to be a man-at-arms play, actually, from Magyars. Oof.
That won't be rough.
Man-at-arms just... I don't feel like they're going to get anything done here. Scout numbers going to be out, and 1 vill will go down here already. Jarv in a lot of trouble. I really wish you'd wall this wood line out here. If that gets spotted and there's 3-4 scouts there, it's going to be devastating. And Lawdogsux being extremely annoying here on these vills. Oh no. Does he see this? He doesn't see it yet. He does see the gold vills. That's the 2 more dead vills right there.
And the idle time piles up.
Yeah, I mean, they're still idle, and Woodline is not walled completely. There were some walls dropped there, but more idle time for those 2 vills. Trying to quick wall the Woodline at home, also not going to happen. Man-at-arms and spear forward here. Walking into the town center, though. Gonna survive with the man-at-arms spear. It does go down. Scouts continuing to be annoying. There is 1 spear here to defend. 2 spears now.
The only positive for Jarv here is that these scouts have not yet found this wood line in the back. But there are idle vills in that wood line. So much idle time.
I mean, this is looking rough. And he is finally walling up that wood line, so that should remain safe for now. He is down only by 2 villagers, which isn't the end of the world by any means, but Mongols taking advantage here. Lawdog out on the outside, getting all of that additional hunt. Has a spear prepared there in defense as well. And scouts dive here again, and looks like that vill will get away. He didn't attack it with both. So, at what point do you think we see either upgrades and we commit more to feudal for Lawdog, or you think he's going to get up to Castle Age first?
I don't think you stick with it too much longer. I mean, you could go, what, Bloodlines armor and make more scouts or throw in some archers or something, but I think you've done enough damage, you've done enough delaying to get yourself up to castle, right?
I mean, I would say undoubtedly so. I mean, he's getting tons of value out of this. Still has scouts running around. Only sees spears. Hasn't seen any other building here. Doesn't know about that wood line still, unfortunately for him. But he sees everything that Jarv has. So he should be able to just keep being annoying with these knights. Or scouts, rather. And click up here relatively soon, actually. Has the gold, just lacking the food. Won't be long, he'll be up. It is 16 farms for Jarv compared to only 10 here for Lawdog, but Lawdog has 8 more villagers on hunt. The walls are trying to be gotten up now here for Jarv, and he will add a stable of his own right outside of his walls. Castle Age is on its way for Lawdog. I'm not sure how long Jarv can survive if it is knights or even cav archers at this point. Bloodlines is in. Quick Wall comes up here on the building that stable, which is good for Jarv. Walls in the back coming up here quite nicely, so Jarv will be pretty safe for the moment, but for how long? The hunt did just run out in the north for Lawdog, so it will be a good bit of idle time there until he reacts.
Yeah, armor and bloodlines coming in for Lawdog, so presumably it's going to be knights here.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. I don't think tech switching really makes sense when he's got this much of an advantage, or at least feels like he has this much of an advantage. It is only 35 vills to 34, but still it feels like Jarv is definitely on the back foot. He will be clicking Castle Age himself here shortly, so we'll be about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes behind Castle Age. So we do have 2 stable production knights coming from Lawdog. We've talked about this a lot on this map, but do you think that just coming forward to tower here would be a marvelous move from Lawdog?
Yeah, I mean, this is a map where, especially if you're playing like scouts and knights, I think towering just makes tons of sense. You don't need a ton of them, but because of how players are going to wall up on this map by the nature of the map, towers can be devastating.
I mean, he's going into a 3 TC boom here. Will be having the chainmail armor in already, or chain barding armor in already. It looks like he's just going to try to take out the production buildings here. I think breaking through a gate would be a little bit more beneficial here, trying to really deal with this economy back here.
Yeah, but if you're just waiting for numbers to build up, I mean, doesn't hurt to have them attack something, but yeah.
Oh no. He knows about the wood line now. This wood line's in grave trouble. There are 8 villagers on this wood line. There are 3 knights and 1 scout. Desperately trying to repair this. Oh, this could be GG. More knights will continue to pressure the area. There's really no military on the field except for 3 spearmen. Gate going to be repaired by 2 villagers now to keep them out, but it is slowly going down here.
These spears just die. You need at least a third, maybe a 4th villager on the repair.
And decent fight.
Knight's out for Jarv, and he does have the 2nd attack upgrade, which is something, but not enough here.
Yeah, and he'll be right back onto that wood line. It will be 3 stable, 1 TC all in for Jarv here. If he can live long enough, if this attack can go and be deterred as best as he can. 3 stable production, can't really afford it though, not enough on gold. Oh, and Lawdog's attacking the other gate. Oh no. Oh, it's going down. All these villas have to run.
All these villas should die.
Oh yeah, this is over. The GG comes in. Wow.
Yeah, going out to the woodline proved to be a big mistake here.
Couple quick sets, guys. Holy crap. GG. Lawdog pressuring nicely here in both games. Well played. GG's.
Yeah, I mean, we saw good stuff out of these players tonight. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the two winners go forward and see how they can handle a more high stakes kind of situation, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just get tougher as things go on. Yeah, Lawdog here in chat, he is Laser Wolf. Yeah, we did say you didn't pressure enough last time. The last set that you had felt very laid back for you. Like you could have put your foot on the gas a little bit sooner. In this game,
was on the gas this time.
Yep, floored. Spoiler alert. Updating the bracket. Lawdog moving on. He awaits the winner of Vegeta and Dark Diamonds. Then we have Funky and Lucas Dukas to play still, and KJ and Aussie J to finish out round 2. Then we'll be on best of 5s here before too long.
Yeah, so the quarters are also best of 5s, right? I mean,
yes. So
I'll be very much looking forward to some of these. Looking forward to seeing Exorcist go long in this. Looking forward to seeing. Now, did we ever? Is the Liquidator our Liquidator?
yes.
We know.
Oh.
Okay, I thought so. I'd love to see that matchup. That would be fun. Exorcist and Liquidator if they go forward. 2 people we know. Very much enjoying this bracket so far.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. I feel like we've had some interesting sets already, and then like tonight, I mean 2 quick sweeps. I mean, I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes, and we have casted 4 games. It has been a whirlwind here. But it actually works out all right. I mean, I have some other games that I can cast. If you guys want to see some more, Hitch, if you want to join me, I can send you the games. If not, no worries.
I'm assuming they're non-tournament games.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, I'll leave it to you, but I will continue watching.
All right. Fair enough. Well, thank you for joining us this evening, sir. Any closing words or thoughts on this bracket games?
I wanted to say to Laser Wolf, well, thank you. I've made the maps, so I'm glad if you've been enjoying them. That's the biggest compliment I can get.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, how long did we work on these maps? I mean, me just as idea guy, but Hitch did all the hard work. But I mean, it was at least 3 months.
Who is Amazon Primer?
I don't know who Amazon Primer is, but
okay.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.
I imagine he may be Jarv.
Yeah, I mean, he said the maps are awesome, so that's I'll take it. Whoever Amazon Primer is, I like you. Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of time into these maps. I've spent many dozens of hours working on them. I mean, making 10 maps and modifying Katos, so it's been a lot of work, but excuse me, it's really been worth it. I mean, to see how people adjust and how people play. Amazon Primer, just watching it. So hey, great to have you, Amazon Primer. Glad you like the maps. I don't know how many you've seen, but if you stick around, you're going to see more. I mean, we're going into best of 5s in the next week or so. So we're going to see some of the less common maps, and it only gets better from here.
Oh yeah, and I mean, as far as the maps go, there's been a lot of maps that have gone on scene for this bracket. We haven't seen Nomad Hubs yet. I'm excited to see that in the upcoming rounds. We haven't seen Sunken Isthmuses either, I believe, in the 1650 bracket anyways. But I don't know. There's been trade hubs, obviously I don't think we're going to see. But
yeah,
that's just because of the map itself. I mean, it's a fun map. more for
And
team
that's the
games.
thing. We have some of the core maps, and they're just some of the ones that are a little more out there, right? And obviously your Dry Lake Battlegrounds lanes, those are kind of the core maps we see a lot of. But Trade Hubs is in there, uh, Shallow Sandwich, Sunken Isthmuses. Some of these maps they're different, and someone can always pull them out in a best of 5, best of 7, just to throw their opponent off their game. So.
Yeah, there's the ultimate comment for you, Hitch. Thinks that Battlegrounds and Dry Lake should be in the actual game pool.
You know, I'd take that as a bit if they ever came up with and put out a map that was like Battlefield and it was just a copy of my thing, I wouldn't be opposed. They've done that before with community maps, but I don't think mine's going to get that kind of traction. Let's be honest here. I
Well,
I
nonetheless,
don't.
there have been so much fun. I mean, I've cast like 100 sets probably by now,
Yeah,
just on these games, just
definitely.
in between the 1200, 1400 in this bracket. Like,
Yeah, I mean, what I've been probably most pleased about is Battlegrounds hasn't gotten stale. There's enough people and enough different ways to play it, and people keep trying different things. And it hasn't gone stale, and that's the one we see every single time. So that to me, that tells me we just have tons of life in all the maps going forward, in any future events.
yeah, absolutely, they've been a blast. Really looking forward to seeing with how the remainder of this one goes. I mean, it should be a lot of fun. And then if you guys do like the maps and are gonna be around this winter, we will be having a team game tournament as well. We're gonna use a lot of these maps, if not all of them, as well as at least one additional. But obviously, that's a few months down the road. So, hope you guys enjoyed
Absolutely.
the cast tonight. Thank Hitch again for us. He's obviously the grand wizard behind the maps, and they've been great. So, thank you, sir.
Thank
And
you,
I
and
guess I'll
good luck.
be catching up with you again later.
Absolutely, good luck with whatever you're casting here. You got some submissions from the Discord there.
Yeah, I casted some of Funky and Knight's team games. They're in a tournament. I don't even know what the tournament's called. And Knight sent them to me again, so, like for the games they played this weekend, I guess. So we're gonna cast some team games, guys.
Oh, okay. Funky Knight confirmed for the Winter 2v2 tournament.
Probably, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens come winter. But
All right, take care, guys.
yeah, thanks, Hitch.